We're launching something new. Several times during the radio show every day, we're going to come back into segments playing 1-minute comments from listeners. Questions, comments, you agree, you disagree. Just make it short and sweet and focused, and we're going to air the good ones. The comment line is 512-646-4444, 512-646-4444, and you'll start hearing these tomorrow on air, 512-646-4444. A lot of other shows do this. I've done this many years ago. We're going to bring this back to the show. Continuing here, I want to tell you about a few sponsors that have made today's broadcast possible. Then we're going to hit a few final key points with Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. Tell you about some of the books and materials she has available. Rob Dew's idea for her to put out a line of T-shirts to educate folks. They've done it. They're very handsome. She brought me some. We'll show you those. Want to support the work she's doing so she can do this full time. As she says, there's money-making work, being a doctor, and then her own money flying all over the country trying to educate people. She's a wonderful lady, so we want to financially support her and our sponsors that financially support us. One of them is Diginet.net. You get 10% off the Diginet pins. It's a little pin. You press one button, shoots audio and video. 10% off right now when you go to the Diginet.net website. That's Diganet.net. They have sunglasses that have hidden cameras in them and so much more. That's Diginet.net. ETF09 is the product code to get 10% off. ETF09, Diginet.net. Or give them a call and tell them Alex Jones sent you. 888-344-6681. That's 888-344-6681. And I also want to tell the listeners out there about FrontSight. FrontSight.com, like the front of your rifle sight. Premier firearms, handgun, rifle, shotgun training for the whole family. No drill instructor attitude. Above law enforcement and military training. A lot of law enforcement and military train there. They have a lot of free info on their site as well. FrontSight.com. You can get a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice by going to FrontSight.com. Again, that's FrontSight.com. Find out about their free offers there at FrontSight.com. And lastly today, with our sponsors, we want to tell you about AcolaBlue.com. Acola Blue. Acola Blue. Did you know you could be drinking fresh, clean water made right from the air you breathe? No, this isn't something out of a science fiction book. Our sponsor, Acola Blue, with the Acola Blue 28 machine will allow you to do just that. It's easy to use, and it will make up to 7.5 gallons of water per day. The water, once generated, passes through a 7-stage filtering process, including reverse osmosis and carbon filtration techniques, ensuring that you know exactly what you are drinking. No chemicals, pollutants, or fluoride. We spend so much time talking about on this show. Get your own source of unlimited renewable drinking water that's absolutely clean for you and your family today by visiting them online at AcolaBlue.com or by clicking on the banners at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, or give AcolaBlue.com a call at 800-691-6043. And again, I want to thank all those great sponsors for making today's show possible. Before we go any further, Sherry, with my last few questions before we take some calls, tell folks again about your multiple websites that have all this great information on them, and the book that we carry, incidentally. You can also get it at her sites, Foul, Revised and Updated, dealing with what's happening now, breaking down, exposing the hidden agenda, the agribusiness drug company connection, the role of the environment in making the birds sick, and what was really behind the 1918 pandemic. Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, Foul, a bestseller. Doctor?
Well, thank you, Alex, for talking about that, because that book was written in 2006. And one of the main things, even though the title of the book talks about bird flu, it really is a playbook of exactly what's going on now. So if you want to know about the specifics about Tamiflu, how that vaccines are made, the cell line technologies, the eggs, all of those different things, it's all in that book. And all of the backdrop in terms of the politics, there's a whole chapter on mandatory vaccination. And so it's very timely information, even though it was published at the time that the bird flu was coming out. It's really, really timely. Then the other book is Saying No to Vaccines, and it's a resource guide for all ages. It's the refuting the 25 most common reasons people think you should vaccinate. So you can just scan down the table of contents. You can look at a particular question, and you can go to that page and just read it. And then there's a footnoted reference right there that you can print out and hand to anybody that you want.
And there's nobody out there as focused and professional as Dr. Sherry Tenpenny when it comes to exposing these frauds, these scams, these New World Order operations. It's just wonderful. We were talking during the break with emails pouring in about people's husbands, their wives dying, having heart attacks right after the shot. And Reuters a month ago, who, by the way, are involved in some of the companies, some of the owners of Reuters are involved in some of the vaccine makers, they put out a headline saying, millions will die of heart attacks and autoimmune disorders and being paralyzed. That happens normally. Just because you think the shot did it, we are mass diagnosing all of you. None of this happened from the vaccines, even though their own inserts admit it. I remember, and you wrote about this, but the mainstream media had to later admit it when Tommy Thompson, head of Health and Human Services, he wouldn't even take it. When all these people taking it were having heart attacks, and now we're seeing similar reports with this happening with the flu shot. Why is this happening?
Well, the live flu vaccines, particularly the swine flu vaccine, when we talked about doing that after 9/11, and they've done it to the military, they were going to do it to first responders, all the healthcare workers. Well, the swine flu shot, the smallpox vaccine was injecting a live virus. That live virus was actually shown to cause hypercoagulability, which means it makes your blood clot. And people were dying from blood clots to the lungs, blood clots to the heart, and heart attacks. Well, this FluMist vaccine, and the one that goes up the nose, is a live flu. It's a live virus. It's a weakened virus, but it's a live virus. Injecting all of these flu shots into the body can do that. And I really think that there's a lot of information that's going to be coming out. It's the new ploy that the vaccine industry is doing. I mean, first they used to say you had to vaccinate so you wouldn't get sick. And then they said, well, you've got to get vaccinated so you can protect everybody around you. And then they said, no, you got to get vaccinated so that it will save money. So if you get vaccinated and you don't get sick, we won't have to put you in the hospital. And now they're saying, well, we know all these vaccine reactions are going to happen. So we're going to look at populations and find out what the baseline incidences of having things like Guillain-Barré and heart attacks. And so when we start having flu vaccines that happen and people are getting sick from them, well, we've already got the statistics to say that it can't be the flu shot. It has to be something else. So it's anything in the world to vaccinate everybody with everything. We've got every microbe out there. You know, I always tell people, it's like if you're living in your house and you have animals, I mean, how many bugs do you think are crawling around on your living room floor? If you have dogs or cats or horses or guinea pigs, or you go to the playground, or you're sitting in a like the conference that we had last night, the only bugs that we seem to have much concern about are the ones we have vaccines for. And if you don't have a vaccine for it, then I guess your body does a pretty good job not keeping you.
And they've got hundreds of vaccines in the pike. They've gone from a dozen to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60. They want to force us to take. Yeah. This is an amazing business plan. Big Pharma comes, lobbies government. They shove it on you, force it on kids, any captive population, force it on prisoners. I mean, this is a great business.
Yeah, and there was a report that just came out a couple of days ago that they said by 2014, that's just a couple years away. By 2014, there will be 75 more vaccines that will be all ready to go. 75. And they're for things like addiction and stop smoking and obesity and all these different...
Oh, by the way, I've had scientists on about that. Some of these anti-drug vaccines that you won't want cigarettes, you won't want cocaine, you won't want opiate-type drugs, the painkillers. They admit that it's a virus that goes in and actually attacks some of the receptors and gives you a type of lobotomy. And then they have others that attack the chemical reaction in the body, and it said creates plaques in the brains. I mean, my God, these new systems I don't even think should be called, and many scientists have said on the show, shouldn't be called vaccines. These are almost like nanobots. These are almost like nanotech, the Incredible Voyage, going in and actually rewiring the brain. And a lot of scientists have said if this keeps you from being able to absorb opiates or nicotine or other drugs, all of those opiates and all of those chemicals, they're mimicking different endorphins, different normal chemicals in the brain. Dr. Blaylock, top brain scientist, has talked about this here. And I mean, so now they're setting the precedent. I was watching G.I. Joe, the kids movie the other day on the treadmill, and it was all pro-war propaganda. But the evil Cobra Commander is injecting people with nanobots that make them their slaves. Well, that's basically what they're talking about now. I mean, my God, you're going to take something where you can't even absorb your regular endorphins, but don't worry, we'll have a drug that replaces that.
Yeah, it's like all that humans have become is a repository for the products of the pharmaceutical industry. Whether that product is a vaccine or a drug or some other type of chemical, we are a repository for that. And how much more can we actually keep putting in and putting in and putting in before we have it's one big bio experiment that breaks everybody's health down and we just can't live. We just can't survive that.
Well, I mean, you've done all this research, and so have major universities, that we are seeing a massive increase in allergies because the vaccines cause an autoimmune response, and it causes all sorts of interactions because of the RNA, fungus, things that get into the vaccine preparation, and so your body's just fighting, and starts having responses to everything.
Yeah, and they create things like some of the additives, like gelatin. They know for sure that gelatin that is in some of the flu shots and in the chickenpox vaccine causes allergies and allergic reactions. They know polysorbate 80 causes allergic reactions, and it also can cause anaphylaxis. It can cause infertility in female mice, and that additive is in the DPT vaccine, and it's in the new Gardasil vaccine. It's just one big scientific, it's like a big test tube experimental vaccination petri dish, and it's as though they can just put more and more and more in us, and that seems to be okay.
Well, what about hundreds of peer-reviewed major studies showing that all the different rodents they give vaccines to, different types, develop early onset of unnatural arthritis? I mean, the reports about people having heart attacks, how does that happen? I mean, speak about the arthritis and then the cardiovascular problems.